Hello, Lieutenant Kayla Detmer here from Star Trek Discovery, here to ask you to join in with Commodore Ty to discover the world of pop culture. The adventure has begun.
Incoming message from Commodore Ty.
Hello, it's your Commodore, Ty Coles, your commanding officer to everything pop culture, especially the nerdy stuff. Well, let's take a look at the new CW show that they have given us, Superman and Lois. Let's begin our review with Season 1, Episode 1, Pilot. I'm sorry, it's just embarrassing that people can't come up with a better name for their first show besides either Pilot or naming it after the show. It's like, we get it, it's the pilot, but can you come up with a name for it? So, we start off with the story of Superman, of course. And we start from when he was a kid, crash landing in Smallville, to his younger years, to when he meets Lois Lane, Metropolis, working at the Daily Planet, and eventually the two marry after Clark Kent reveals himself to her as Superman, and they have twin sons.
Got our first place together. The twins came. And they were as different as brothers get.
Jonathan and Jordan Kent. This is all happening while Clark is still fighting crime as Superman, of course. We move forward to present day. Superman prevents a nuclear meltdown, and the way he does it was to fix the crack that was formed, and then using his ice breath, freezing water into a massive chunk of ice to slowly lower it into the core. That is very interesting to see. And at that point, we hear that the incident was purposely done.
I don't know yet. She can't get equipment in here unnoticed. Both cracks are man-made. That's what concerns me.
So someone's going around sabotaging nuclear power plants. And then the next day, his mother passes away from a stroke. So they head to Smallville. At the funeral, the Kents are reunited with Lana Lang and her husband Kyle and their two daughters, Sarah and Sophie. Kind of has the hots for Jordan. And talking about Jordan and Jonathan, Jonathan is your jock, where Jordan is your misfit. So they get together and they explore the barn, which they were told not to, but they do it anyway because they go in with Sarah.
Everything here can kill you.
What's that thing?
Oh, that's a haymaker. I guess you guys don't see much of this in Metropolis.
No, but our dad told us all these stories about growing up here.
At this time, you have Jordan going up a ladder to see what's happening, and they end up he falls, and these large, heavy pipes fall on him, but surprisingly, they sustain no severe injury.
You're saying all we have are mild concussions? Both really lucky. A little rest should be fine.
Then later that night, Clark learns from Lois's father, the general, that the meltdowns are caused by someone, and Superman realizes that they're Kryptonian in nature, and then seeing writing in Kryptonian verifies that it's someone that knows who Superman really is.
Is the only commonality. Whatever did this, it's moving fast. That's not all. We also discovered a submicroscopic etching in both sites. It's Kryptonian. You are not a hero, Kal-El. Whoever did this knows who I am. He's studying you, Clark.
Also, Superman loses his job at the Daily Planet because of new ownership. As well, at this time, a lot of other stuff's happening around the people that now own the Daily Planet.
People like Point Edge, though. Now, see, he looks at Smallville and he sees the future.
It's not a future I would want to live in.
So is there this big giant conglomerate taking over everything? They also learn that Martha took a reverse mortgage out on the farm to help the rest of the people. Lois and Clark have two options: either take the money or pay back the loan. Take a buyout or pay the loan back.
So, you can either repay the loan, or you can accept a healthy buyout for the remaining value of the property.
Also, we have Jordan and Jonathan go back into the barn because they're trying to figure out what the hell happened to them, because there's no way that they could have survived what happened to them with little to no injury, and that their dad was able to get them out ridiculously quick.
Don't put your finger in that. Stay out of the barn, dumbass. So what are you looking for, anyways? Something unusual, something out of place.
So they explore the barn, and they discover a Kryptonian pod in there. And it also looks like he's pulling out like a crystal. Could this crystal be like gold kryptonite or yellow kryptonite or some form of kryptonite? The boys, with millions of questions in their head, go confront their parents. Clark finally admits that he is Superman, and the boys are quite angry because they had this withheld from them this whole time, and they think something was wrong with them. There is yet another nuclear meltdown about to happen, and Superman confronts the stranger that's been setting them off.
I bet you right to where I left. You were here too.
Jordan, still pissed off of his dad, but goes to a bonfire with Sarah, and they share some secrets with each other. And when Jordan goes in for a kiss with Sarah, her boyfriend ends up getting ridiculously pissed off. Oh boy. And a fight breaks out. Jonathan also shows up, and he gets involved too. They look like they're getting their asses handed to them, but then Jordan's heat vision manifests, and he saves his brother. So they initially thought it was Jonathan was the one with the powers, but it ended up being Jordan with the one with the powers. When that's been going on, Superman is fighting the mysterious man, and he's stabbing him with a kryptonite blade. Non-fatally though. This is also when Jordan finally admits that he was one that helped keep himself and Jonathan safe from the accident.
All I knew is when I felt something come over me. Just strength I've never had before. I felt control.
Clark and Lois agree to help Jordan control and accept his new powers and abilities. And at the very end, we see the stranger go to his base of operations, and it's revealed to be none other than Captain Luthor.
I'll start the upgrades to your armor right away. Captain Luthor.
That's the first episode. Really good first episode. Great way to introduce it to a lot of people, because a lot of people might not have watched Smallville or know much about Superman except that he's strong. And it's a great way to dive into the Superman character. They still have him have the superhuman strengths, but they also now add the vulnerability, and that he might be all powerful, but trying to handle his own children is the hardest task for him. I also enjoyed the relationship between Lois and Clark, and they build upon that relationship. They also have a good build up on a relationship with Clark and the General. And what's happening with this major conglomerate that's buying up all the properties and stuff? Are they really trying to help people, or they have a sinister motive behind them? And what about Luthor? So, I'm really looking forward to seeing the rest of the series. Hopefully it turns out well, but CW does have a tendency to shit the bed after a bit. Based on the first episode, there is a lot of optimism that this will be a decent series, and I look forward to seeing more episodes. So for your Commodore Tycols, live long and prosper. Hailing frequencies closed.
Thank you for watching the video. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, watch one of my many other videos, and if you like what you see, you can support the channel by donating to my PayPal.
So for Commodore Ty, live long and prosper all, and for now, until next time, the hailing frequencies are closed.